treated like a jive turkey. I feel lied to, y'all. I feel lied to. They've been jiving. Where is the winter storm? Okay, I checked the weather for the rest of the week. It's sunny. They said that the winter storm is supposed to carry on into the next week. They said this is going to be one of the worst storms in history since the last worst storm. Cars was going to be sliding. People was going to be starving. Electricity was going to be out. Folks is going to be dying. Where is the storm? I called my mama up. My mama's in New York. My mama, she got some snow in New York right now. But the kids is out there making ice angels. They're making snow angels. Where's the catastrophe? The catastrophic. Y'all know the words, the catastrophicness. Where's the crazy stuff y'all promised us? You got people out here selling out Walmarts, selling out Costco's. I didn't even know you could do that. Always assumed they had a pallet in the back. So all these companies that made all this money, but we don't see no snow. Where's the snow? The people are mad and the people want answers. Because it's getting to a point that I'm believing this is a business play. You know, we ain't selling. The milk going bad, we throwing it out. The cows is getting tired in the back. We need to sell the milk. Tell them it's a catastrophic. Right? Everybody buy up the milk. Boom. Problem solved. So, people are mad. Let's hear what the people got to say.
Let me tell you something. If these weather experts and these meteorologists are wrong about this, someone has to be held accountable. Someone has to be held accountable for this, if they're wrong. And hope they're wrong. Because they're making this sound like it's going to be like biblical levels of catastrophe for 80% of the country.
Catastrophe.
Someone's got to go to jail. Like, if you're wrong about this, because you're making people spend like most of their paycheck to prepare for this by the way you're talking about it. And I hope you're wrong for the sake of the American people. But the way you guys have talked about this for 4 days, like how horrific this is going to be, and it doesn't come close to how you're talking about it, someone's got to go to jail. I don't know who, someone's got to go to jail. Someone has to be held accountable for this. But
I agree. I was one of those people to order mad batteries and mad lights and charging up my Cybertruck. I even had somebody come out to see if they can install a charger so my Cybertruck could charge up my house. The initial price was like $1,000, and then by the time he came in, he realized that he needed like some type of switch so the power could go in the house. Then he realized he had to replace my panel. Know what I mean? So the actual charger could fit in there. I was just like, bro, so how much we thinking? Like, how much we at? He said like $2,500. So I'm like, okay, $2,500 for something that's gonna last a couple days. Now, in my head, I'm like, all right, I want to protect my family, but I also know I can run extension cords from my car to my house, to power up at least the first level of the house, but looking back at it, I'm like, damn, I would have paid all that money and nothing happened. Nothing. Like, who do we hold liable for this? For creating this uproar, creating this panic, making all the people spend their money for survival, and then nothing happens. Oh, my bad. In Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie, they fool me every year because they do this almost every year. They make it seem like I don't know, the flood is coming back. $5,000. That's how much money one of my subscribers made just by playing games on her phone. Something that you could do easily in your spare time. All right, so I'm gonna make this real short. If you want to make some extra money just playing some games on your phone, some of these things are even like reviewing Netflix shows. Y'all be saying, I don't know if it's real, I don't know if it's legit, so I'm showing you how somebody's earning $5,315. And she sent this to me about a month ago, so I can only imagine where she's at now, all right? So try it out for yourself. I'll put the link in the description below or the link in the comment section. I'll tell you how this right now. You do not have to put no hard information if you feel uncomfortable. If you don't feel like, this is legit, you put your name in your email and you're like, I'm not really feeling this, don't move forward. But if you see it and you're like, okay, this is actual money, like my subscribers that's making money, then by all means, make your money. But I just wanted to let y'all know that real quick. Again, the link is in the description below. The link is in the comment section. Back to the video.
Let's talk about this winter storm. As
Ain't
far
gonna
as
be no
I'm
more
concerned,
clubs
this is...
tomorrow.
All right, guys,
Folks,
so let's
be
talk
in the
about this
club
winter
during
storm.
the
As
flood.
far as I'm concerned, this is completely government made. And I will preface what I'm about to say based upon verifiable, declassified government documents that the intelligence agencies in this country have attempted to affect the weather before. And you can just look up Operation Popeye. Operation Popeye was a cloud seeding program during the Vietnam War that essentially aimed to extend monsoon seasons and disrupt enemy supply lines. And this program spanned from 1967 all the way to 1972. So like always when I make these videos, I'm not asking you to be a rocket scientist when thinking about this. Just use your common sense. If over 50 years ago, the government was verifiably working to affect the weather for strategic benefit in a war across the world, just imagine what they're able to do now, 50 years later. So once you realize that, then the question comes in, well, why would the government want to bring a winter storm across the country? And I can think of a lot of different things, but I think ultimately the government just benefits from chaos and news coverage that distracts us from the real issues. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I'm not the only person who thinks like this.
Nah, you're not. And if I could think of a reason right now why the government would do something like that, it would be protest. Now, I mean, you tell all these people stay in the house and you know people are protesting against this ice situation, and now there's ice on the ground so people can't drive. That's very fitting. That's just my theory. You know, that's just my theory. I've seen a story about what happened to the young brother this past weekend, or I want to say like maybe at the end of last week or something like that. That video is horrific. Now, I mean, that video is horrific. I want to do a video on that and just kind of break down what I see, what I think about it. Y'all comment below if y'all want me to talk about it. I forget the guy's name, but it was the guy he was murdered by an ice agent. All right, there's people that's on both sides. With this one, I don't even see how people can see two different sides to this. But you know, people are always gonna be against the grain, and it is what it is. But if I can say they needed everybody to stay inside for anything to just stop protests. Now, I mean, whatever else they doing in the government right now, and they don't want us thinking about it, so y'all worry about survival because you might slide out and, you know, crash into a tree or something, you know, but...
All I see on my timeline is everybody exposing this fake-ass winter storm. People showing their chemtrails in their skies where they at. People cracking down on this shit. Y'all ain't gonna be able to keep doing this for long. Y'all making it cold like that. Y'all down bad for that shit.
Y'all, I just got home from the grocery store and obviously I'm trying to stock up, you know, because it's supposed to be a storm coming or whatever. But I just don't think it's a storm coming. Like, on the outside, it's 55 degrees out here. I got all this fur on for no reason. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's a storm coming. Like, I don't see any rain. Like, I don't see rain. I don't hear nothing. It's just clouds. This is a man-made storm. This is a fake storm. It's fake. I don't believe in it.
So I'm looking at the forecast myself. It says today supposed to be sunny. The low is 14 though, right? And I'm in Georgia. The low is 14, so it can get very cold. Tomorrow, 43. The low is 25. Usually these lows are like in the middle of the night, you know, where it's not really even affecting people. Is it possible that these lows can create ice? Most definitely. Could their timing have been wrong? Most definitely. But I just question, like, what is the ties to like major corporation, major companies making all this money during these catastrophic times? See, I got the word right this time. What is the tie to that? And if there's a lie in the news, what type of compensation should the people be able to receive? There should be long lines of return.
Pieces of limbs.
Oh, yeah, so I had this video in the video just for the people that be like, I don't think, you know, they create uproar about the news and the weather and stuff like that. I wanted to plug this video in there because I actually found this a little funny. And just the fact that they would do something like this. It tells you how the media works and how they try to control the people with certain ways of, of pandering.
During his coverage of Hurricane Florence, that reporter struggles to keep his balance.
I don't want to be catching anymore, so okay, picking it up here in Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the Intracoastal, and we're in one of these vans. This is about as nasty as it's been. We had some vans like this last.
Son is acting like the wind is trying to take him away. Meanwhile, people are walking in shorts in the opposite direction, in the background. So if you think they don't be playing on the news, here's an example. Here's a prime example of them just straight playing in our faces.
Tonight, and then the eye wall this morning, we were not on TV. It was the dark
and I fall for it.
Raucous night at the.
I'm one of those people that I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I even said that in my original video warning y'all about this catastrophic storm. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. But I'll tell you this. The stuff that I bought this year, I'm not buying next year. Now, I mean, I will always make sure there's food. But I'm not buying more batteries and... Excuse me. I'm not like overly buying next year. I don't know, I may buy batteries, but I'm not gonna overly buy because I have a lot of these things already now. So when it's real, I already have it in the house. So I don't technically feel like I lost, but I'm glad I ain't get that charger, that home charger. Even though I still need it, but it wasn't really in the budget to buy it right now. Anyways, but when I heard the storm, I was like, all right, gotta get it. But now I'm glad I did.
Hotel, and this wind gusting again over 60 miles an hour. Blowing by pieces of limbs. This is what we're seeing, a lot of shingles coming off. You see what happens when you throw it off. It just takes off like a projectile. And unfortunately, a tree is...
Come on, bro. Knock it off. I know you're trying to be. At least check your background, bro. Check your background. See if there's anybody back there in shorts, bro. In a hurricane.
Tell folks not to walk by.
Friday and we go from a snowstorm to Friday and Saturday to now it was Saturday and Sunday. Now it didn't snow Friday, it didn't snow Saturday, bro. Bro, is we really gonna get snow this year, bro? Like, is we gonna get snow right now, bro? Cause if it don't fucking snow, I'm taking the groceries back.
Easy and buy out entire. People have started to go crazy and buy out entire Costco's worth of products because they're worried about the snowstorm tonight. This person posted this video online, and I have no idea why they felt the need to buy so much stuff, but just look at how much toilet paper they got. About 8 giant packs, which is like 200 rolls of toilet paper. And then you have more snacks than some school cafeterias have. I mean, literally, pasta, snacks, gummies right there, Cheez-It stuff, like so much food. More toilet paper and more paper towels. And then look how many gallons of whole milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 gallons of whole milk. And it looks like there's an entire family in there. So I don't know if multiple people went to this Costco or if it's one person, but look at how many paper towel rolls. And they even have an entire section for snacks as well. And look at how many of the women's products. I mean, how long do you guys think the snow is gonna last? People buying up stuff like this is what causes price.
It's because they make it seem as if, and even I be feeling like this. You don't really know how long it's gonna take for the power to go back up. They make it seem like we're about to be in an apocalypse. Like, you know those zombie movies when people are running in the stores and fighting each other over the Cheez-Its? They make it seem like it's about to be that. And that's what we imagine. So we're like, all right, let's grab all the tampons. Let's be safe. We cannot have a Bloody Mary in the living room. We can't do that. So they buying all the washcloths, all the tampons, they grabbing it all. Because that's what y'all made it seem like. Now, what I don't understand is the toilet tissue situation. How much do y'all gotta wipe your ass? I mean, worst come to worst, this is nasty, but hop your dirty ass in the shower. Get the dushing, I always wondered that. Like, is that the biggest concern? How am I gonna wipe my ass? Don't get me wrong, that should be at the top of the line, Wipe your ass, people, But folks is fighting, filling up carts of toilet tissue. No more toilet tissue. Have your ass in the shower. Is that dirty of me to say that? It might be dirty. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Some of y'all dude wipes kind of guys. You know, that's the type of stuff my stepdad got. He got dude wipes. Oh, what the fuck is this? Old nigga shit. You got dude wipes. I don't like dude wipes. Makes me feel like, you know, all that moisture. What's all this for? I don't know about the whole wet napkin thing. Just never really been my thing, you know? Maybe it's just
to go higher, and I promise you, there is no snow America will ever get that you will need that many snacks before you run out. People have started to go.
Bro, they made it seem like the ice was gonna be so strong it was gonna pull the electrical lines down. I never even heard of nothing like that till the other day. I was like, damn, that's crazy. like, you know, that is just wild. They sold it to me. They sold it to me. I was like, wow, never heard of that. That's crazy. This is gonna be bad.
Tree prices are all this inflation shit.
I was sold.
They hyping up all this snow. They done seen everybody complaining about how high the fucking grocery prices are. All this inflation shit. And EBT cut off. Remember that? So you know what that means. All them high-priced groceries and shit are still on the shelf. So, what do? Hype up this motherfucking storm so everybody go buy all the food off the shelf. All that overpriced food. They've been doing this shit since the beginning of the time. They did it with, remember when it was supposed to be Y2K? Oh, it's the 2000s, everybody get canned goods, water, all the electricity's gonna shut down. Every time we about to get more than 6 inches, these motherfuckers, that sounded crazy. Every time we about to get a lot of snow, these motherfuckers would be like, yeah, go buy everything you need. Make sure you got enough water. Make sure you got canned goods. Yeah, because all that shit been sitting on the goddamn shelf, bro. And we all about to fall for it. Well, y'all are. I ain't buying no nothing. Fuck that. I'm standing tall in this one, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, my weekend was so crazy. Like, the day, I told you the day that I told you I was supposed to go out and do all of these things, my daughter wound up, she had like a cold or whatever. I told her she was having problems breathing. So we went out and did what we had to do, you know, well, taking care of her. So we wasn't really at the grocery store. I'm in the hospital, literally door dashing stuff to my house. The electrician is at my crib. My wife's mom is here for, you know, to watch my daughter for a month or whatever, kind of help us watch our daughter for a month or whatever. But so anyways, the electrician was at the crib, you know, helping, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on, whatever. I didn't really have time to stock up nothing. So I'm in my head, I'm low key like, man, all I ordered was mad waters, mad lights. We about to be hungry. Like, but then I thought about it. Somebody was like, yeah, but the gas ain't gonna go out. You know, I don't have electric stove, so it's like we still can cook. And I had extension cords to run through the crib, you know, to power up a mini fridge. So I was like, all right, maybe we'll do it. And then I found out that I have a kidney stone that I'm passing right now that is extremely painful. Let me tell y'all something. What's your name, baby? Fellas, we can't give birth, but this is the closest damn thing to the contractions, the Braxton Hicks, all that is in full effect. I'm tossing and turning. I'm walking hunchback around the crib like this, holding my side, you know. I need a heating pad. Real talk. I need a heating pad. I need a bath with Epsom salt. I'm in so much pain. I'm chilling right now while I'm making this video. Last night, yesterday, I was in so much pain. So much pain. I don't wish this on nobody. Listen, if you can figure out now how to avoid getting a kidney stone, figure it out. Figure it out. Because it is painful. And the doctors just tell you, yeah, you just gotta let it pass. What do you mean I have to let it pass? I'm in pain. Fix me. That's my energy. Fix me. But I'm just rolling in pain right now.
Y'all see it. And I see it. I see it. And I still can't even believe it. So not only
Texas toilet.
Bro, they going so crazy out here in Texas.
Nah, shout out to this good brother right here, but brother, you whispering.
Barely cold outside. Okay, I'm finna return all these update on the winter storm in Atlanta, baby. We didn't even get no snow and it's barely cold outside. Okay, I'm finna return all these groceries in the morning. Update on the winter.
Yeah, man, I looked out the window, folks walking their dog. I'm like, where is the catastrophic? Catastrophic. Yo, there's certain words I can't say, and I blame my mama for public schooling, you know? I blame my mama and my dad. Catastrophic. Catastrophe. I need to redo this whole damn video. Catastrophe. I'm over here saying catastrophe. Y'all love me and I love y'all, so y'all gonna, you'll forgive me for the nonsense I done said in this video. Also, in some of my videos I might be a little droopy because I'm about to go pick up my medicine today, which I'm very excited about because right now I've been chilling off the Tylenol, the Advil. I got a couple of old pills from old injuries, but it ain't the thing for this, It's one of those things, So today I'm picking up my medicine. I'm not the type. I know somebody gonna say, "Don't get hooked, Boogie. Don't get." I don't get addicted to stuff. When I had my knee surgery, they gave me Oxy. They gave me promethazine. They gave me all type of stuff, and everybody was, "Don't get hooked. Don't get hooked." I'm not the type of person to get hooked to stuff. I need to get through this, and then I'm good. I put the stuff down. I'm not I need to feel good again. I'm not that kind of guy. But y'all keep praying for me, man. I really appreciate all the well wishes and all that good stuff, man. I am trying to thug this out. I can't sit here and say I'm thugging it out, and my face is always tough. But the kidney stone is not no joke. It is not a joke at all. Right? Ain't nothing funny when you're having a kidney stone pass through your body. All right, but luckily mine is pretty small, so they said it could possibly break down, and I could release it myself rather than doing a whole surgery, which is what my friend had to do. And if y'all know about the surgery, especially the fellas, pretty damn invasive. You ask me, I ain't never had nothing, up there. That's how that works. But anyways, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications and all that good stuff. If you want to make some extra money just playing games on your phone, you got to do is click the link in the description below, the link in the comment section. These apps are literally paying people just to play games on your phone. All right, so try it out, see if it's for you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if it is, make your money. Last thing I want to say, y'all, still, it is better to be prepared than not to be prepared. I do stand on that. So y'all be safe, because we've seen the meteorologists be wrong before, and then the shit come 2 weeks later. This shit is on black people time. The weather is on black people time right now. It could be, It's on its way. Still doing its makeup. Who knows? But anyways, y'all, it's me, your boy Ty Boogie. Until next time, y'all, I'm out of here, man. Peace.
Hello again, everyone. Hope you're all well on this Tuesday afternoon. It is 39 degrees here in abundant sunshine here in our little nook of North Georgia. I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm just going to give you a few updates. I'm going to also give you a very, very good verse, a terrific verse towards the end of the video here in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. It's encouraging, definitely. So you don't want to miss out on that. I was just following, now I haven't had a chance to follow a lot of news today in my work day, but I have noticed how the precious metals keep going up and keep going up. And, and I've been thinking about it, and I just believe that there's got to be something going on behind the scenes or at a higher level or some level that we don't see necessarily. That is something big brewing. I don't know, are they getting ready for some big reset? Are they getting ready for the digital thing? And, it just makes me wonder, because the last time I looked here, gold is up over $5,200, $5,217, y'all, for a little ounce of gold. Silver, last time I checked, was right at $112 and change. They're going to keep going up, I believe. They may have a little pullback here or there, but they're going to keep going upwards. it just tells me that our dollar, the American dollar, is getting more worthless by the day, it seems. And it's not just inflation, y'all, that just keeps kind of ticking up. And I think I don't think it matters what administration's in office. This is just happening. It's not just inflation, it's the shrinkflation. It's you don't get nearly what you used to get in a package or something, you know? A bag of chips is $5, $6, $7, $8, and you're only getting maybe half a bag, maybe. And a lot of times it's not even that. It's ridiculous. It's full of air. But you can really make the same example for a lot of packages, even cans, certain cans, or a jar of mayonnaise, or it doesn't really matter what the product is. It's several ounces smaller and costing you more. So it's a double whammy. So they're fleecing you several different ways there. Most don't even realize it. And like maybe one day they're going to pick up the package and go, dang, it's smaller than it used to be. But just about anything you buy right now is like that. Even copper and platinum, I mean, they just keep going up as well. So it's more than just silver. It's more than just gold. There's something else happening, and I don't really know what it is. I'm not a financial expert by any means, but I believe that the devaluing of the dollar is speeding up. I believe it's really it's heading towards a crash. The way it seems now, I don't know for sure. What do you think? But it seems to me like it's crashing in real time right in front of us. And I mean, just go try to buy something and see how that works out. I mean, it's backed up by that, right? Pre-1982 pennies have more copper in them. Keep that in mind. Pre-1982, I think about 97-98% copper in them. Pre-1965 quarters, dimes, silver dollars have a lot of silver in them. They're not 100%. I forget the exact percentage. I think it's 75 or more. I think it's more than that. I think it's like, somebody correct me or somebody will say it in the comments. I can't remember. I think it might be 90%, up to 90%, I believe. Somewhere between 75 and 90. I know it's not 100%. It's not pure silver, but that is worth a lot more than its face value. So if you have 1964 or older coins, keep them. Pre-1982 pennies. And they're not making them anymore. How about that? It was costing them too much. Hang on to those. I'm not saying you got to go out and buy pure silver and all that. I mean, everybody's situation is different. We got to keep our preps up, our provision preps up first, the water and all that kind of stuff. Right. But something to consider.